7th of August already. Boy, it's moving right along here. And let's see, I'm John Lee, St. Louis Real Estate Investors Association, here with my wonderful wife, Laura, up there, and all our wonderful members and guests. I see you all guys up there. And welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome. So we'll get started in just a minute here. I only got a couple announcements. Actually, I got a couple that I want to tell you about. Let's see here. Um, and we'll get started. Let's see here. Here we are. Okay, there we are. Just a couple things, and I'm going to put this in the chat for you, like I usually do, just so you have this. Let's see. Next, oops, with the wrong end. There we go. Okay. Yeah, next week first I would do want to tell you about Ella. She was here last week from Tower Grove CDC, and they are in need of rental properties. There's quite a few they need right now. So if you have anything in the St. Louis area, we kind of edited out her little 3-minute video from last week, so you can feel free to watch this. And this will be a clickable link if you want to know more about it. And then I have her contact information in there because they do have the Mark Twain Hotel, which is closing, and that's got about 100, I think she said 170 seniors, something like that in there. And then also, there's still a lot of families and individuals that have been displaced from the tornado last year. They're still looking for some rental properties. So if you guys have anything, and I know they have some money for you that they will prepay it. I believe it's 11 months, but you'll be able to get that information from her directly. Next week, we do have Victoria Cowart coming back from pet screening, and I just confirmed that this morning. She's very knowledgeable. This is really good if you do have any rental properties at all, and you're wondering about pet policies and things like that. I know the HUD just had a recent ruling on that. She's going to fill us in on some of that, but this is going to be about the property budgets and how you can kind of make a little bit more money, but also just do the right thing when it comes to pets, because there are service animals and things like that that we need to know about. And the nice thing about pet screening is they will do the applications and take care of all that for you. So I know some of you guys use them and they're really good. And of course, every Friday we will be here. One thing I do want to point out, we are changing. Normally our lunch, we just had last week too, and I see a bunch of you guys that were there. Good to see you. But we are going to have it. It's normally the first Monday of the month, but September is Labor Day, so we're going to bring it back a week early. We've never done that, but since we have extra time in August, we're just going to try that. So we're going to do it the week before. So. Then replay center. Okay, I have a last couple of replays on here. Of course, we had Dale Sweet last week, week before. Then I went ahead and left some of this stuff on here that I know some of you guys have already seen it before, but we wanted to see a previous Pets of the New Kid from Victoria that she did a presentation for us. Since the tax sales are coming up, we have city and county tax sales coming up fourth Monday in August here. So only a couple more weeks. So I did leave Scott Walterbach and Angie Usseries recordings on there. We separated Dale's section out from last week. This is like a full master class in itself. Dale gave us so many good tidbits that we figured we better bring that out and just let you kind of absorb some of that by itself, because there's a lot of good stuff. I also included his stuff again. I know you've seen this before, and I'm not going to go through all this, but we do have the county tax sales and the city tax sales coming up. And we'll be talking more about that as time goes on, but there's some clickable links in there, so you'll be able to see more about that if you choose to. So think that's all I have. And I'll put that in the chat for you to download there. So I guess we could go ahead and, Laura, if you want to give us our disclaimer, we can go ahead and get started here.
Sure. Good morning and welcome, everyone. First, I'd like to do a bit of housekeeping. Feel free to unmute yourself when it's your turn to speak. Please be mindful of everyone else by muting yourself while others are speaking. You're welcome to put any contact information that you want to share into the chat. We meet here to share deals, look for deals and solutions we have in need with our real estate. We are not your financial advisors, attorney, or accountants. We do not endorse, or recommend any specific solutions or contractors here. You're advised to do your own due diligence to your own satisfaction before you invest. The first Friday of each month is Ask the Attorney with Miss Catherine Davis. Our meetings are typically recorded, so only share what you want others to know.
Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. Okay. Who would like to start us off with something today?
Well, hello, John. I'll start something off.
Yeah, Eric, how's it going?
Thank you. Um, it's about wholesaling. In case, members here don't know about the new laws that's going to take effect on the 28th of this month. Maybe you want to mention that real quick, or I don't know.
Yeah, we did something on that a few weeks ago. Yeah, what you're talking about is new disclosures and I guess the waiting period. Is that correct? Is that what you're talking about, Eric? With
Yes, because that law is going to take effect starting the 28th of this month. So, in case, some people don't know about it,
Mhm.
be aware of it.
Yeah, the way that is, thanks for bringing that up, Eric. That's a good thing for a lot of us to know too. But there is a new disclosure that you have to fill out and give to people. If you're a wholesaler, you cannot enter into the contract before 14 days. You have to give them a notice. It's 14 days before you can enter into the contract. A little confusing, but it's just what it prevents is people from going in and doing it real quick. But the other thing is you cannot lease back to the people living there. Um, what you'll need to do now is give them that disclosure and then come back 14 days after the fact, where that it helps probably people in a lot of ways, but where that actually puts a little something concern in there is a lot of people, as you know, they wait till the last minute before a lot of people put their head in the sand and they need it done quickly, because you'll see a lot of those ads out there. We buy houses quickly, we can close in 5 days and all this kind of stuff, which is fine. But now, if you're going to do anything like that, if somebody's in a dire situation, they're pretty much going to have to do a double closing. And we won't get into a lot of that today, but what you are going to need to know is double closings, you're going to have they require more money to do that. A lot of people used to use a double closing, and what that basically is where you'll have a contract being the wholesaler with the property seller, and then you'll have another separate contract with the end buyer. And a lot of people do that. Some people did that for anonymity, where they didn't know how much, people would, if they were keeping their amounts to themselves on how much they sold the properties for. The thing you get into is with the double closings, there are double fees. Title companies usually charge twice for that because they have to go and put that on record. Then they have to, actually put the title in your name. Then they have to have it for the end buyer. And typically wholesalers, a lot of them don't do that. They just do it all at once. So that's the thing that's coming up that you're talking about, Eric. And it is something you really need to know. We did a short presentation on that, I don't know, maybe a month ago or something like that, before it was completely in effect. And as far I could only get the disclosure down to 2 pages, just having all the correct verbiage and things like that in there. So it is a little bit more. It is something, though, that you definitely need to know, because there are some pretty good penalties, I think, coming along with that. I don't think the water's been tested yet, at least not in Missouri, but it will be soon. So I have a feeling that not everybody knows that, because I think that was Bill SB, I think 973, or if I remember right, something like that. So it does cover a lot of other things too. But as wholesalers, that's the thing we need to be concerned with. So anyway, we can I can revisit that if you'd like, Eric. Not today, but we can put something else together on that. Right now, we're kind of tied up with all these tax sales, which are coming up. My favorite time of year. We got a lot. I know Dale was here last week. I know a lot of you guys joined us, and it was some great information. If you weren't here, or even if you were, it's good to go back and look at Dale's recording from last week, because he's given us a lot of good information. If you're not on his mailing list, I would highly recommend getting on there, because he sends you updates maybe just a couple of times a year whenever the sales are coming in. And Dale does such a good job. You'll be able to see it on the download that I put in there with clickable links where he has the maps and everything else on there, the amounts, the list, and all that. Now, the list, they do change. If you're out, I know a lot of you guys are, because we deal with this stuff, are out getting the list right now because we only got a few weeks left to get your list, and about half the Missouri counties put them online and half of them don't. Some of them you got to call, some of them you still got to show up in person to get the list out of the office. I mean, there's just every county's different. We did talk, Dale's mainly with St. Louis City and County, which are two different entities also. So that's something that I would highly recommend you get on his list. So because he just gave us so much good information, and he does continually. So, all right. So anybody want to share anything then? I know that's a good way to get us started, though. Thanks. Good question, Eric, about the wholesalers, because a lot of us do that kind of stuff.
Hey, good morning. This is Jean. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, Ying. How you doing?
Good. How about you? I have something like to share with everyone. I don't know if you're all aware of. In the city of Seng'an, they recently implement new requirements and targeted on rental property owners. Basically, they require annual exterior inspection, mandatory for all rental properties. So, and they charge annual fee $100. That's in addition to the occupancy inspection done by the St. Louis County. And also the fee is higher. They only just drive through those I hope it's a drive through. I don't know. I haven't scheduled anyone yet. They charge $100, but the county do the full occupancy inspection, and they only charge $95. So, in my opinion, it is extra tax, and charge to the rental property owners, because the fee is higher than the full inspection done by St. Louis County.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And so I talked to several other rental property owners. And so we, kind of speed up at the monthly board meeting, which is the first Monday each month at 7 p.m. And we file a complaint. We felt that's like extra tax and being, targeted to all the rental property owners. And actually will be paid by the tenants, because the tenants pay for all the utilities and the occupancy fees, the permit fees. I mean, eventually they charge the landlord, but eventually we will pass on to the residents, which is extra tax not being voted and passed by the city residents. And so this being drafted and approved drafted by their prior city attorney and passed by the city board without consulting with any of the rental properties owners. So we are shocked, when we when I received the letter, because the letter sounds very serious, basically, and a very hostile attitude. It's basically saying this is a mandatory. If you do not schedule within 30 days after you, from the date of the letter, and we have a right to put you in jail and fine you $1,000. When I read letter, I just felt like, wow, they treat the fellow citizens like criminals. Wow. And a very serious letter. So I don't know if anyone aware of this, and I do recommend if the people have rental properties, to talk to the board and file a complaint.
Wow. And this already went into effect, you
yes.
said? Okay.
Yeah. I have 3 properties. I already received a letter for 1 because they are sending out gradually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so
when
they are
is the,
saying the resident, the rental properties are commercial properties. But when I do the research, and the commercial property, including the office building, the multifamily buildings, hotels, but not single family homes. And a single family homes is a residential property. It's not commercial.
hmm,
And
wow.
also, I mean, this is not fair. And if they need to do the annual exterior inspection, they should do for all the single family, all the property, not just rental properties.
Wow. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that because it seems like they're singling out the landlords and the renters. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because apparently, I did a little research. The city's attorney, they charge the city by hours, and they mainly the attorney for like a 50, like dozens, like maybe up to 20 small different cities. So if they get this passed, that means gradually other cities will implement the same program. So that's why I think it is very, very important for all the rental property owners to go there to speed up.
Wow. Yeah, that's good to know. I didn't that's the first I've heard of that. And of course we don't have rental properties anymore. We have our, we have our owner financing ones, but that's something that sounds like it's going to affect a lot of us there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Why when we talked to the board Monday, and basically the city clerk, he's kind of, oh, you know what, this is drafted by our attorney, and we are agree with the compliance with the law. But I say, you know what, compliance with law doesn't really mean it's fair.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But after the meeting, I did little research. I don't think they are in compliance with the law, because this seems to me that's extra tax being levied onto the people without being voted and passed by the city residents.
Wow.
And also violate the Fourth Amendment, which the people has the right to enjoy the privacy in their home.
Yeah, it sounds like it crosses a couple lines there.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, we appreciate you letting us know that. Wow. Yeah, and you said they'll be sending letters out?
Yeah, they already started.
They're already started. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And also during the meeting, I asked them, how can we appeal their decision if we, do not agree? And basically the city clerk said, okay, you file a lawsuit. Yeah, I know, very arrogant. I was kind of shocked by their hostile attitude.
Wow. Well, did they let us know this before they did it, or did they just kind
No.
of do that behind closed doors, it sounds like?
Yes.
Oh.
I never heard of until I received the letter in the mail, asked me to schedule the annual exterior inspection within 30 days, the date from the letter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you have 30 days to comply with the letter then and set your inspection up.
Which is August 26th.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you could come back in and tell us how that goes too when you get your inspection, and just see if they're looking for something different, or if it's just like occupancy, or what exactly they're doing. It sounds
Well, we already have occupancy inspection, from St. Louis
Right.
County. Yeah,
Right.
and they inspect both interior and exterior. But now the city comes, they just want money, basically.
Yeah.
And they just say, okay, we're going to do the annual exterior inspection, and you need to pay $100 each year.
Wow. Wow. It don't sound very fair if you already got your occupancy anyway, because I just don't see what the point would be.
Exactly.
Mm.
I told them, this is really unnecessary and redundant.
Exactly. Wow. Wow. Well, thank you for bringing that to our attention. Wow. Dave Soto, you got any letters on that? I see you down there.
No, I haven't seen anything. So I was looking for Missy, see if she's seen or heard anything. So I'm not sure where she is, but
Okay, because I know you have several that you manage in the St. Louis areas or county,
yeah,
right?
just curious to get more details on that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this will be something we want to follow here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Jean.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Wow. Dana and James, you got your hand up there. Did you want to say something about that? Oh, you're muted. Can't hear you. I think you're still muted there, Dana. Well, we still can't hear you. Maybe you can work on that. Okay, maybe see if we can fix that. Um, let's see. Looks like Rachel had you've got a rental property that you're wanting to sell. Are you there where you can unmute yourself?
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, John. And hey,
you
everybody.
go.
It's been a while since I came
Mhm.
on, but since I've got something I'm looking to sell, I thought I'd stop in today and say hello.
Sure. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it's I think I bought that property back in 2023 and I'm out of state, so I've been managing it remotely and had lots of fun associated with that. So my loss is your gain. I've got it up, got new LVP in there since the last tenant had some fun with the carpet and got everything ready to go and looking to, I guess, sell it to another investor who might be interested in building out their portfolio.
Okay. And you said that's in Berkeley, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. How many bedrooms and bath? Can you tell us a little bit about the property?
Yeah, it's officially on record as a 2-1, but it's actually a 3-1. There's like a non-conforming bedroom. And then for those of you who don't do work in Berkeley, it's similar to what I think I was just hearing about for another city where you do need to have an occupancy permit and a landlord license. And
Mhm.
my license is
We
still
maybe now?
active. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, hold on
Oh.
a second, Dana. I think you guys got it. Okay, go ahead, Rachel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got an active landlord license on it and it's past occupancy. As I had a tenant just move out in April of this year. So for those of you who might have done work in Berkeley before, you know that can sometimes be a little bit of a headache.
Okay, and so it's vacant right now, correct?
Yeah, it's vacant. I
Okay.
have somebody who's helping me to sell it, and if we went with her, she's got a renter lined up. But you can also buy it with the option to just go find your own tenant.
Okay. And what's your price on that? What's your asking price there?
It's appraising at 85K.
Mhm.
Without a tenant, I'm good with that. But if you wanted to do a package and just have everything fully turnkey and have the tenant ready to go, I think they're asking for higher as they've got somebody who has a
Mhm.
placement fee associated with that.
Okay, what are the rents approximately for that property? Do you?
The tenant that's lined up is at 1,400 a month. And then when I had a tenant in there, I gave him a bit of a discount just to get somebody in fast. So I think I did it at 1,100 a month plus a higher deposit.
Okay.
And I think the current rents are 1,300 based on the market report we ran.
Okay. And what's the best contact information for you, Rachel?
I put my email in the chat and I'll just say it here as well so you have it on the transcript. It's wesolvehousingproblems@gmail.com.
We solve housing problems at gmail.com. Okay, very good. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Where'd Dana and James go? You guys still there? I don't see you.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I think we might have lost them. I don't know. They might be having some technical difficulties today. Hopefully they'll come back. So, okay. Oh, all right. Let's see. We got, all right. Okay. Anybody else got anything we want to share here with us? I see we have Larry Otten down there. I don't see your camera on, but I seen you were at the lunch the other day and was talking about some money. Are you there where you can unmute yourself and tell us about your the money that you have available there, Larry? No. We have all technical problems today. Did everybody not do their update on, on Zoom that we had last week? I know we had a lot of problems last week because that surprised me, kind of took me off guard. They had some updates and I was in another meeting and over half the people couldn't even get their cameras working. Nobody could unmute. It was kind of crazy. Half of them couldn't write in the chat. So I don't know. They had some kind of update and they're always doing something, it seems like.
Can you hear me now?
There you are. Yes, Larry.
Oh, how are you today, John?
Doing great. Thank you.
No, I just wanted to, we're private money lenders and we specialize in non-owner occupied fix and flips and DS or DSCR loans. Just got a partner who's got millions of dollars that he needs to deploy, and just looking to get that money out there for him.
Okay, and is there, you want to give us some kind of criteria or amounts? I mean, are you looking at I mean, is there certain dollar amounts? Is there percentages that you guys are actually specializing in, Larry?
Not in particular. I know that is up to 100% financing. I know though there's some in the St. Louis area because of the amount of foreclosures that they are there. I believe that it's the LTV where they're only going up to 50% on that.
Okay, you're mainly going by the property, and it sounds like it's per deal. I mean, that's how most lending is anyway. There's not really one size that fits all. So it's
Right.
probably best to reach out to you and bring the deal. Would that be fair to say that?
Yeah, and basically, it's we're looking at something that's under contract already. If you've got a deal that's ready to go and need the financing, that's what we're working with. Like I say, it all depends on what the deal is, and there's other particulars. As far as interest rates and that go, there's no. It's determined by what the property is, what the values are after repaired value and all that. And I'm a little bit new at this, John, so I'm kind of learning and find out from my partner anything that those are all good questions, and I need to relate those back to him.
Yeah, all good, Larry. What's the best way to get a hold of you for someone that wants to know more?
Probably you could send me a text at 612-987-5873.
73. Okay, and text is best.
Texts
All right.
are best, yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and if you don't mind putting that in the chat, that'd be very helpful.
John, I was having problems getting on my laptop with this, so I'm on my cell phone right now.
Oh, no problem. I'll put it in there for you.
And I'm having some issues with that. The cell phone doesn't give me a huge screen of exactly what's going on here.
Sure.
Like I said, I was having some issues trying to get on the Zoom meeting here with my laptop. So
that's no problem. I got your phone number. 612-987-5873. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay, very good. Okay, I'll put that in there. Okay, I see Dana and James is back. You guys want to try it again?
Hi, yeah, sorry
There you
about
are.
that. Sometimes it's like we can only hear John and no one else. We and we don't know what's going on. So I had to go out and come back in. Go ahead, Jake.
Very
I
good.
had
We
a
can hear you
question,
good.
John. Yeah, we caught this kind of most of what the young lady was talking about, the annual inspections. Was that city only or county or what? I didn't get it. Can you give me the gist of it? The annual inspections?
Yeah, that's for the St. Louis, the city of St. Anne.
Oh, St. Anne. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they just starting in this city because drafted by their city's attorney. This attorney basically also work for many other cities. So if these passed, no objections from the rental property owners, soon other cities will implement the same program. So that's why I like to share with everyone and encourage you to speak up in their board meeting.
Yeah, we had a similar problem in Bell Fountain Neighbors where the city wanted to charge was it $200?
No, $300.
$300 for a real estate license fee annual. And there was a big uprising. I think what main thing happened, somebody had about 16 to 20 properties and they got the attorneys involved. And then so it came to a screeching halt all of a sudden. And we haven't heard a lot about it since then. So maybe you have success with trying to beat those back. But I know about those little city attorneys that they have. Yeah, some of them, but they work for the city in order to generate revenue. And because even here, we still have it. If your property is vacant for after 6 months after the occupancy inspection, that then you get fined $200 for, is that a month?
That's no
annual.
I don't know.
It was $200 you got to pay regardless. So,
yeah.
Wow.
So, it's always a money grab.
I know. And this is even worse because it's inspection, exterior annual inspection. Because I normally prefer to be there when the inspector's there. That basically, also takes us time.
Okay. Well, here's my question: do they have the manpower, the capability of doing all those inspections every year, and keep up with the regular inspections? I would think somebody that small wouldn't have the capability of doing that.
I mean, I'm fine if they're doing that for all the properties and not just rental properties. But, they know if they do that to all the properties, they're going to have objections from the city residents. That's why right now they targeted to the rental property owners.
Now, they treat landlords different. So I'd be surprised if they could keep up, because you're going to still always have people purchasing property for rental there. So I don't know.
I don't know why they think landlords have all kind of money or whatever, can pay this and pay that, and it's like they're constantly trying to stick it to the landlords, and it in turns just hurt the tenants, because we would pass that on off to our tenants, I mean.
Correct.
And I don't think everybody realizes that they're trying to do this and do that to stick it to the landlords, and don't realize they're actually sticking it to the tenants even more. So
yeah,
it's sad.
Well, yeah, sometimes they think we have more money than anybody else, and they like to get easy money. That's for sure. So, well, that sounds like it's gonna be going forward. I know Ferguson did that many years ago, and the first time it got voted down, but then they eventually got it through. So, and I don't remember how much that was. It was like $100 and maybe $25 a year, or $150 a year, something like that. They didn't have the extra inspection though. This sounds like it's extra aggravation. Besides just the money, it's also the extra inspection. It's really not real favorable either. I mean, I don't know why you need to do an extra one until somebody moves out, because typically, that's when you want to do that. So
yeah,
hard to say.
Mhm.
All right. Robin, I see you have your hand up there, sitting there patiently smiling. Did you have something you would like to say to us?
Sure. I haven't been on for a while either. I know there's a couple of people on here who kind of float in and out, and I am susceptible to that because I'm up in Chicago. I'm from St. Louis, but I'm up in Chicago. I have a single family home. It's actually a family home we grew up in South County off of Tucson Ferry or 21, close to what used to be St. Anthony's Hospital, which I think has changed names. It sits on a whole acre. So we're going to do some rehab this fall, and I'm actually coming into St. Louis next week to look for some contractors and just some handymen and, figure out what we're going to do to fill it up for the winter. I wanted to say hello to Larry because I'm also a PML up in Chicago. I loan money up here out of my IRA. Through a third party holding company. And our rates are 12% interest for the year and 2 points up front. So if you borrow $100,000, I'm just looking at a deal right now that somebody's asked for funding on. If the price they need is 100,000, we wire 98,000 to the closing, for example, because we take those 2 points and then they pay monthly interest of 1%. So that's how we set our rates, and they're consistent. They don't change. But I'm just doing lending up here in Chicago within our group, kind of like you guys have a group there. These are people that, I know and can touch and feel and squeeze and all that stuff. So what else? Aside from looking for contractors, the lady who was just talking about the money grab, you wouldn't believe all the fees they love to impose in Chicago, and unfortunately that's true. It does just get passed on, in the soup to the end party or the tenant or whoever's coming in, because it's all goes into the expense budget. So thank you for having me. That's it.
Thank you. What's the best way to get a hold of you, Robin, if we want to know more either about your house
Sure.
coming up or the funding?
Yep. Yep, no worries. I have a website called chicagotonorthshore.com, but I'll put my information in the chat, and maybe I can even figure out a way to put my QR code in the chat. And then you can find me. My cell phone number is area code 847-207-1975.
1975. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Yeah, if you could put that in the chat
For
for
sure.
everybody writing it down, that'd be great too. And
Yeah.
with your house you're talking about down off of in South County,
Tucson.
that'll be towards the fall.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna, there's not a ton of stuff to do. It's got hardwood floors. We might replace the windows. It's just a little 2-bed, 2-bath ranch that sits on a full acre. The real challenge there is always just having the lawn maintained because, it is a full acre of ground. So, yeah, so I'm looking for some contractors for that, just handymen, electricians. We might do the roof, I've got to figure out what we're going to do with it. I'm just holding the property for now because it's worth more to just hold it. The 150,000 I would make if I sold it it's not going to blow my skirt up. So I'm really saving it in case my niece, comes back from Mizzou and she's like, Aunt Robin, I need a place to live, So anyway, we're just trying to make it livable now and have had it rented for a few years. And yeah, so that's it. Yeah, it's my little project aside from the 17 other projects I have going on up here in Chicago.
Very good. Yeah, and if you know a little bit more about maybe what you wanted, and as you get closer, if you want to come back in and tell us about it, always a
Sure.
good place to connect with people. And
Sure.
like you said to begin with, people come and go, so you never know who's going to be on here from week to week. We have some people we haven't seen in a while, like yourself, and then all of a sudden here you are for a while. So
Yeah, there's an
we appreciate
electrician. I think John Collins, is he in the group still?
John is, yeah, I don't know if he's on. Yeah, he's on here. I see his name down here. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Uh-huh.
probably going to try to meet up with him next week just because he's done some footwork for me and gotten an estimate sorted. So I finally can get the ball rolling and get a few things, checked off the list. So
Very good.
awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate
much.
that. All right. All right. Let's see. What did I miss? Okay, you had to leave. Tiffany, unfortunately, few unsafe rentals has made a lot of trouble for, yeah, I totally agree with you that Tiffany on that. There's always one bad apple, it seems like, and then the rest of us have to pay for it. That's about how that stuff works. So, all
Hey,
right.
John, I'll jump on. I haven't talked today to you.
Sure, Missy.
It is. So I'm driving. So if I cut in and out, I'm sorry in advance. So we do property management. And right now I currently also have a house that we're selling out in Calverton Park. It's 60 Conley, and it's listed for $80,000. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, full basement, 786 or 56 square feet, I believe. It's a corner lot. It has a pretty decent sized yard with it being there. But we also do management for rentals. So we deal with the St. Louis area, and we do SEMO area for Southeast Missouri. So we can kind of manage both sides. We have a couple different offices that we do. We do work from, we handle all your contractors. We get your tenant in place, and we get a good renter for you.
Okay, and this is a property that you guys would manage, is that correct, Missy?
We were managing it, yes.
You were managing it, okay, and let's see, do you know approximately what the rent would be on that?
The last tenant in there was paying $1,000 a month.
1,000, okay, very good. And that's Calverton Park over there. Yeah, I'm a little familiar with that area. Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice. All right,
The
and what's
inspector's really sweet over there.
what's the best way to get a hold of you, Missy, to find out more?
So you can get me an email at missy@sotops.com, or you can get a hold of me at 573-332-7686, extension 306.
306, okay.
Yep.
I'm not,
And I would drop that in the chat, but I'm driving, so I'm
No.
sorry, guys.
No, don't do that. Just be careful out there. Yeah. Don't get in trouble and don't hurt yourself. That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
I'll
you
put
very
it in
much.
there for you.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Dave.
Dave.
Appreciate that.
What was the address on that, Missy?
60 Conley.
60 Conley? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's right
You're
off Florissant
welcome.
Road. Good location there.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we had Jared. Are you there? You had something you put in the chat there. Let me find it. There you are. You still there, Jared? You had looks like a 96 unit Arbor Village. I don't know. I seen you a while ago, and well, there's your picture there. So maybe you can't unmute right now. Maybe you'll come back to us. All right. Today, and Norm had to leave. He's a good one. He did a couple of workshops for us, and he does some consulting on construction now and rehabs and things. Let's see here. You lead. Okay. Okay, Sam. See you there. It's good to see you. Are you still there? There you are. Yeah, can you unmute and you're looking for a roofer, you said? Can you unmute yourself there, Sam?
Look at the bottom, there's like a little audio, little microphone looking thing. Hit that.
Yes.
There you
Okay.
are.
Yay.
Yeah. I was out of the town, out of the area, but I like to join back again, but I'm in and out of the place. My daughter is asking me to come over there, babysit and all kind of things. So anyway, I am looking for, actually, one of the day I'm going to sell it, my 2 properties. But that is before that, I have to get one of the roofing done. That is in Florissant, about small house. Is there a good recommendation that somebody can tell me? Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't see Melissa on here. She typically joins us. She's a member of a group with One Way Roofing. Let me see if I got a phone number for you here. And if anybody else wants to chime in, feel free.
Sam, I can send you some roofers too, because we partner with roofers with Pride Restoration.
Yeah.
So if you just drop your email, I can shoot those over to you later too, and that way you can kind of price everybody out and see
Right now,
who's the best fit for you.
My email number, right? Okay.
Yes, just whatever you'd like. you put in the chat, and I can email you later on that.
Good.
Yeah, and here's Melissa's number. I know she's got a thing set up where they'll give you an estimate over to on her website too, but it'd probably be best to call her. Her number, and I'll put it in the chat here for the roof. I should have put One Way Roofing. And they're over in Hazelwood, so that's fairly close. Oops.
Okay.
Their number 314-504-1581. That's Melissa's cell phone number. It's probably the easiest way to get a hold of her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that is awesome because I didn't want to call all the big guys. Sometimes you know how it is. Anyway, thanks a lot. And one of the day, I might sell one of my property as a package. Actually, I got two of them in that area, but I am not ready. I already gave the notices to vacate end of this year. Hopefully by January, not December, and the other one is August, end of August, September, something like that. But
okay.
How do I best way? If I put my name, I get so many phone calls.
Well, yeah, just give out information you'd like to share. I mean, don't put anything else out here that you don't want anybody to get a hold of you with. But you could be like Larry and say text first. That's always a good idea today in this day and age anyway, because I know if you're like me, we get enough spam calls and junk calls and everything else. It's really hard to even answer your phone like I used to. A couple of years ago, I always answered everything, and not so much anymore. So, do you have an email address or a phone number that you would like to share?
I put it on the chat box.
Okay, so just for the people that are here, then that can write it down.
That way, at least I could control a little bit, you know. But definitely, you know, I'm just thinking out, and I was thinking about for 2 years, and now it's time to get out, you know. So anyway.
Okay.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm driving. If you don't mind to shoot me an email, I can also get you some roofers too that way.
Yeah.
Because my roofers might be a little bit different than Sarah's too. I know that we still kind of work in the same realm of things and have some of the same roofers, but I may have one that she don't.
Okay.
And vice versa.
Okay. What is your, how do I get hold of you?
Missy, Missy.
Okay, I got your number.
Okay.
573-332, right?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Sure. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sam, you said you moved?
I am planning to move, but
where are you going?
My daughter lives in Washington, D.C. So I'm just thinking about to buy a house over there also, you know. But it's a lot of work. So if I have to sell, I got about 4 properties, but that's the whole big task.
Yeah, it sure is. And you plan on selling everything you have here in our area?
Yeah, eventually, one at a time is better because you know, sometimes you got to get certain things. But actually, I'm so lucky. All the properties are full. It has
They're
been
full.
some of them are about 4 or 5 years, you know, like that, you know. But I managed through another management company.
Okay, so
they used to come for our meeting. That's why I met him, the management company. So less headaches. I'm knock on the wood. I didn't have AC issues or anything right now. So far, so good.
Yeah. And you say your property is in Florissant? Are they all in Florissant or?
No, Florissant and Hazelwood.
Right? And Hazelwood. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you're up north. Yeah, it's good areas. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we hate to see you go, Sam. So you'll at least have to come back and visit us, and you can still come on every Friday and visit with us.
Actually, I wanted to. Actually, I can't even. Do you still have that meeting face to face? And,
We don't have the scheduled one every month like we did. We're in the process of doing some upgrades and redoing a few things. So the membership is no cost now. It's complimentary. So if you want to go back to the website, make sure you go ahead and just enroll in that. Just make sure we have your contact information. You'll get on our list, and then you can know what's going on, because we're doing more like quarterly meetings in person and more deeper level things than we did just every month from before.
yeah, I like to meet them. I used to come almost every meeting.
You did. We miss you. Yeah.
All the ice cream and all kind of things. But anyway, good to see you guys anyway.
Yeah. And don't be a stranger. Come back and see us and let us know what's going on. And
okay. Thanks a lot.
all right. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Contractors. Okay. Christy Allen, contacts for our general contractor or handy person in St. Louis area. You want to unmute yourself and tell us what you're looking for? Are you able to do that?
Yes, I can. Hello.
There you are. Hi, Christy.
I'm a landlord. I have about 15 doors, and there's always issues finding someone reliable. And so I can find someone, but a handy person reliable. I have an electrician, plumber, HVAC person, but the smaller handy jobs, I'm having a really tough time.
Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, Sarah knows a lot of people. I don't see Linda on here
awesome.
today. I know she had somebody that got some good recommendations too. I don't see her on here today. I know she's busy woman too. But Sarah, you want to give out your contact information?
Yes, I can put it in the chat. I give all of you guys my personal cell phone number, so you can text me at 573-883-0637. So again, it's 573-883-0637. And Christy, I can email you some of my handymen later on today. My email, if you guys want to ever email me, if you guys need resources like handymen, roofers, insurance agents, real estate agents, anybody underneath that umbrella, I know a lot of people here in St. Louis. Oh, thank you, Christy. And I appreciate that. And my email is S like my name. So it's going to be S Cantrell, SCANTRELL at priderestoration.com. So it's scantrell at priderestoration.com. And I can put that in the chat right now as well for you guys. But yeah, if you guys need anybody like that, just let me know, because we partner with people like that all the time. I'm always meeting with new like roofers and handymen and people like that. So general contractors, a lot of them too. Lots of friends like that. If you guys need anything like that, just shoot me an email. Thank you, Christy, for doing that.
Yeah, there we go.
I got you covered. Thank you.
I appreciate it, friend. I appreciate you. And then this morning, guys, I just wanted to quickly, I think Jim has it covered, but this morning he texted me and he needed a brick person to there's a fire job that he was trying to fix for this family, and he needed like a brick person. I was going to reach out to Chimney Sweep to see if they could help with that, like fixing a fireplace with bricks and things like that. I don't know if they can help or not, but Jim texted me back. He thinks he's got a brick person, but if anybody has someone like that, just so I can have them in my back pocket, that would be awesome too. That just happened this morning. So, and Christy, I can email you here by today with some handymen.
Okay, it'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Sarah.
absolutely. You're welcome. No problem at all.
Okay. Has anybody got a brick person they could tell us about for Sarah and for Jim? How's Jim doing? Tell him hi.
Jim's doing fine. I'll let him know you said that. He's a busy beaver, that one, I tell you.
He is.
I met yesterday with Corey Weldman who owns Crown Restoration. So Jim wasn't able to meet with us, but we had a great conversation. Really good little meeting that we had. So good stuff.
Okay. Good. You can let us know too. It's always good if you do find a brick person. We can all use the referrals. So that's what
please let me know. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. All right.
I could be wrong, but isn't Yolanda's grandson a bricklayer? I thought she said he was.
I believe so. I think you're right, John.
I'll
She's got
email
a few
her. I'll
relatives.
email you, Linda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Hey guys, I'm Robin, and I would like to know if anybody has a tree person and or someone that can pour concrete.
Well, I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Dana, we can hear you.
Okay. I was going to say, okay. Yolinda's grandson, I know he does the tuck pointing. I'm not sure of bricklaying, but I mean, he may, but I know he does the tuck pointing because he did a good job for us as far as tuck pointing.
Yeah, she knows a lot of people. She has a lot of people in her family that do some good job, does a really good work. I know her one grandson got electrocuted earlier this year, which he's still in our thoughts and prayers about that because he's not going to be the same probably ever again from what you're saying. He's getting back to work, but he got pretty severely burned, it sounds like, from electrical and got knocked off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he got burned, John, but he's back working now.
Yeah, that's the one that did
guys. That's the guys who did the work for us.
Yeah.
So he's back. He's doing certain things he can't do, but he had a couple of guys with him, and they did a good job. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's I know that's
Prayers answered.
Yeah, horrible to hear that, but yeah, I tell you, it's just such a dangerous job too when you mess with electric too. Let me see if I got, yeah, I'll give out her email address. Let's see, since she's not here, we'll do that. It's Yolinda, and it's spelled Yolinda G55. So it would be EULINDAG 55 at AOL.com. She's still got one of the AOL numbers, so she's pretty stable if she's still got her email at AOL. So she's a good person though, very valuable member, and she knows a lot of people. And we miss her today. I know she's busy though, so can understand that.
We can also give you her grandson Prince, the tuck pointer, and you can find out from him if he does it. James is looking it up now. We'll share his number as well.
Oh, okay. Very good. Yeah, and I just put her information in the chat there, her email address. Okay. All right. And Christy, as Bree Excavation for Concrete Work, you want to repeat that phone number for us?
It's 945-225-7032, and I did put it in the chat.
Thank you very much. I'd just like you to mention it verbally for anybody watching the replay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem. And I'm going to put someone in here for tree service as well for Robin.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. All right. Did I miss anything here? Let's see. I think we got up to date. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share with us here? A lot of good conversations again today. We always have good meetings and good referrals, good shares here. We appreciate everybody coming in.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just real quick. All of those contacts for services can be pretty valuable, but many of them, there just may not be a need at the moment. Just a suggestion, unless you're already doing it, is to collect these and put them on the website, and so that they're up there all the time.
Yeah, that's absolutely a great idea, Tim. We did start a resource guide last year, and one thing led to another, and then we had some restructuring going on with the REIA group. And one of the things I think we are going to do is we're not going to just give out the information to the general public, but we are going to have it as a section on there where you can refer back because absolutely right. In fact, I have to go back through my notes a lot of times, and now we got years and years worth of notes, and I can't remember who the last tree service guy was, and you only need them when you need them. So that's a brilliant suggestion. We are planning on that, Tim. So, and in
The
fact,
com
I am trying to still recruit Sarah to help us because she's the queen of networking up there, and she knows everybody in the world, I think. And so
I do what I can.
you do, I know,
It helps
and
when we
that's a
partner
lot.
with these people that you need, so it works out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause I don't know about everybody else, but for me, these services are the number one problem.
yes, you are right, Tim. That's that, and you just hit the nail on the head. And we do need to have this available. And we're going to have a resource guide though, and and it's good too when we meet here too because the people that like Dana and James that they did use the tuck pointer and they can tell you firsthand what it was like, and that makes a lot of difference over just getting a name and a phone number. So that's one reason we like to do that. So appreciate you bringing that up, Tim.
You're what? Here is Prince's phone number. It's his name is Prince, and the company is American Restoration, and the phone number is 314-536-2486, and that's Yolinda's grandson. And
Okay. All right. Very good, Dana. Thank you very much. Grandson. Okay. And that's the tuck pointer. Very good. Yeah. Thank you for putting that in there too. Right. Okay. Anybody else? Coming up to well, we're just a minute after the top of the hour. So it's good seeing everybody today. If anybody else got anything, otherwise we can call it a day and see you next week. Appreciate that. Next week is Victoria Cohort with the pet screening. So make sure you join us for that. And because she's always got some good information. I know there's some new stuff coming up and we'll be sure to bring any questions you have too, because there is a lot. I know before there was a lot of questions on what kind of animals you can have, what you can't have, what you ask, what you don't ask. And I think it's a good idea. I know, Dave, you guys used Victoria, and I think it's a good idea to let them kind of take care of that because it kind of takes it out of our hands and makes it all legal. So.
Yeah, we've been using them for years, so we don't have to. We just look. Our risk is pretty much gone. They've taken it on, so it's been a great thing for us.
Yeah, thank you. I highly recommend that myself too.
John, can you put their information in the chat also, the pet screening?
Pet screening, I don't know if I have. I'll tell you what I do have, and it'll be on there. If you go to the I call it the connections, but that has the upcoming events. That should have some of her information in there that you'll be able to get to.
Do you want to
Okay,
put
and
that
that's
again?
Pet screening. It's Victoria Cohort. She'll be here next week, and there's some more information on her in there. There's a previous recording with their info in there also.
How do you spell her last name? Cohort?
Cowart, but you won't find her if you just Google her or look her up. It's Pet Screening is who it is. Yeah, Pet Screening. They're a nationwide company and they do a great job. And yeah, if you could at all attend next week, Robin, you can ask her directly any kind of information you want to. And she's going to show us how to monetize things and take it out of our hands, which I know Dave mentioned that. And I think it's a good idea because you can get if you don't, you got to be consistent, but you let them do it, in my opinion, because they know exactly what they're doing and they stay up on all the laws.
Totally.
So, yep. All right. Anybody else have anything today? If not, I appreciate seeing everybody. Good seeing y'all, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.
Bye, everyone.